Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another Spellbreak video on the channel. This time I'm going to kind of go over the basics of how to play Spellbreak and what all's going on. Not going too deep into detail. I'm going to have a tips and trick video later on for that. So hit the subareno button down there. Hit the bell icon so you can be notified when those come in. I also have awesome gameplay footage as well as some challenge videos planned for the channel. So make sure you check that out. If you didn't already know what Spellbreak is, it's a new release BR on all platforms with crossplay and cross progression. And instead of guns and grenades, you're gonna cast spells and control the elements. And let me tell y'all, this game is so fun and it's a blast, literally in some cases. It's been out for a while through alpha and beta test, and I am one of those beta testers, so I'm here to kind of spread my knowledge. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I actually want to do is go everything over on the menu screen because there's actually some pretty important stuff here. When you come on, you're going to be on this play screen where you select your party, you select your game mode, solo duos, squads, and select play. We're actually going to come back to that because that's where the bread and butter of the game is at, actually. Over here you have all your cosmetics and collections, your outfits, black things, which they call artifacts in this game, and there's all kinds of cool stuff you can get, which actually ties in to your progression in each gauntlet over here in Mastery. And you see in Spellbreak you have your mage rank and a rank for each gauntlet. This is where you can actually check your stats, see how much wins you have with each gauntlet, and your KDA with each gauntlet. But you can go over here and hit square, and then you can see the rewards you can have for each gauntlet. Each gauntlet will go up to 20 levels, all getting all different types of back blings and other cosmetic rewards as well as gold to spend in the store. And then you have your chapters, which is grayed out right now. That's going to be like the battle pass whenever it does come out. Your friends list, the latest news, and the shop. Then like I said, we're going to come back to this screen. This is actually where the most important stuff is at. Here you select your gauntlet, and as you can see, each gauntlet has its own abilities that you select for your main gauntlet. When you drop in the game, you get your second gauntlet, you don't get the abilities for it. So it's important to practice and learn what each of these abilities are. Over here in the bottom right here, you see you press square, and you get to your talents. This is actually really important. This is the abilities you can level up through the game by reading scrolls. It can do anything from give you extra rune charges to tracking spells, give you immunity to certain effects, all kinds of neat stuff right here. This is the stuff you really need to learn, and you get to build a different talent setup for each class, and you can really experiment and learn what you have to do with each one. And one of the things I love about this game is it encourages you to play with each class, because you have to get each class up to rank 6. As you see, I have them all except for Tempest, to unlock all of these talents. You can see down here, I still got one left for rank 6 on Tempest. But yeah, that's everything on the menu. So let's go over some basics of the gameplay. So dropping in is a little bit different on this game. You do drop from the sky like a lot of other BRs, but instead of dropping from a van or a plane, you'll pick one of these portals on the screen that you or your squad will drop from. So it's a little bit of predeterminedness, but you also kind of get to choose where you go. And when you drop in, you're going to be looking for a couple things. Your equipment, which is a belt, amulet, and boots, which gives you armor, increases your mana available, and increases your general movement speed, as well as a secondary gauntlet and a rune, which will give you a movement ability or an ability like invisibility or something that sends out a way where you can see people through walls. Alright, this is the big one. The big enchilada, the most important aspect of the game. Mana management and movement. Your mana is represented on the screen by the white bar in the middle and will deplete as you use and refill upon being empty. Levitating and casting spells uses your mana, so you have to balance moving around with when and where to cast your spells, taking into consideration your opponent's position and your team's position, because friendly fire is the thing in this game. You can hurt and kill your teammates. So even if you're hitting all your shots, you're not missing a single one of them. If your movement is bad and you're not watching your mana pool, you're going to die and get wrecked every time. You're going to catch yourself out of mana and get killed. Various runes and abilities help your mana consumption and give you different movement plays. So there's all different types of styles to experiment with. A few things to wrap up the video with here. Healing in this game is pretty simple. You have red pots for health, blue pots for shield, big and small ones heal for 20, big ones heal for 50. Now this game has a lot to take in, so all I can tell you to do is practice, practice, practice. They have a mode for it for a reason. A little mode where you can go in, experiment with your combinations, use different gauntlets, see what suits your playstyle the best. Another thing in this game, it doesn't pay to win and just win and not engage in fights. You're gonna have to engage in fights to get better at this game. Like a lot of other BRs, this one still stays the same in that aspect. That's gonna be pretty much it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that helped you out if you were new. If you got any concerns, comments, suggestions, I'm always open for criticism. I'm still pretty new to making these videos, so forgive me for any awkwardness. But that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. Like I said, if there's more content coming out for the game, more tips and tricks, challenge videos, and just awesome gameplay for this game, as well as probably some stuff for some other games. So if you enjoyed it, hit the subareno, guys, and thanks for stopping by.